While we welcome and recognize the new generation, it is important to remember the pioneers in our professional development and certification program. Today, we dedicate a few moments to recognize Mr. Ken Heslop, CAS. Mr. Heslop was one of the first Canadians to earn a CAS designation. Mr. Heslop has been a member of PPPC for many years and was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1982. At a time when education did not exist in the industry, Mr. Heslop took it upon himself to offer training sessions in his home at no charge to help people starting out in this industry. Many members who went on to achieve success received their initial training from Ken. Education and professional development continued to be a passion for Ken long after his retirement. Unfortunately, Mr. Heslop cannot be with us today, but I would like to ask his daughter, Susan Heslop, CAS, PPPC past chair of the board and Hall of Fame inductee, to receive a commemorative plaque in his name. Susan?
Good morning. 3 years, 12 years, 10 years, 33 years. I feel like an old lady. When Ed told me the association was going to honor my dad today, he asked me to say a few words. But I've never been, nor will I ever likely to be known as a woman of few words. I'd like to tell you a little bit about my father, his love and dedication to our industry and our association. As the first Canadian to complete the CAS course in 1967, he returned home with an entirely new perspective. Not only did he completely change the direction of his own business, but he now had a dream to take the industry to a new level, from an industry of selling products to an industry of solving marketing problems creatively through the use of promotional products. To do that, he would need the help of the association. He went before the board and suggested that something similar to the CAS designation was needed here in Canada. Well, they not only agreed, but they made him education chairman, a position that didn't exist at the time. They told him to go out and make it happen, so he did. Arranging for instructors to come from the US and later actually giving a lot of the educational seminars himself, he created CCAS, a Canadianized version of the US counterpart. This was the humble beginnings of our PPPC's educational program and later the CAS, MAS designations that we have in place today. My father had his critics, and there were naysayers who told him he was a dreamer, that this professionalizing of our industry would never happen, that we would never be taken seriously as an advertising medium, nor added a part of the marketing mix. Well, it's taken a long time, but those people seriously underestimated not only my father's determination and dedication, but his strong belief in the power of positive thinking. These ideas were instilled in me from a very young age. Quitting or giving up on your dream just wasn't an option. This may shed some light on why at 50 years old, I'm the mother of a 3-year-old. When my son was born, my father said to me, "That little boy is a living example of your determination and perseverance." To which I replied, "Gee, Dad, where do you suppose I got that from?" My dad taught all of us not only to be go-getters, but to be go-givers as well. He believed in giving back. Later in life, he spent most of his time taking raw sales talent and molding it into professional salespeople. He continued to do that every day in his own little way. People tell me all the time that they owe their success in this business to my father's training and guidance. My father loves this industry, the people, and attending the convention. He would have been so thrilled to be here in person and receive these accolades. But unfortunately, last year about this time, he was diagnosed with vascular dementia, which rapidly took his memory. He doesn't remember all the accomplishments, so I have to remember them for him. And I ask you to do that, to help me by remembering him as well. One way that my family felt we could keep his memory alive is to make a donation to PPPC to establish some sort of fund in my father's name to go towards continuing education. He would have loved that. On behalf of my father and my entire family, I'd like to thank PPPC and Ed for giving my father the recognition he deserves. Thank you.